KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how to make my meatball focaccia. I'm going to go and make it two different ways. Alright, a little bit involved this one. It isn't that hard really, just give yourself a little bit of time. So here I've got 2 cups of Tipo double O flour. It's a pasta type flour, also really good for bread, and we're just going to sieve that through, get any lumps or any impurities out. Okay, I'm going to add in around about a teaspoon of sugar and around about a teaspoon of salt. That can go straight in like that. Now, what I'm going to do now is add in 1 7-gram packet of dried yeast. Now, I've already got another 7-gram packet sitting in around about 1 cup of warm water over to the side, and I'm just going to let that activate and bloom. And all we're going to do, once that's done that, I'm going to tip that straight in on top of our flour. Okay, so far so simple, really nice and easy. About a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons worth of olive oil, that can go straight in as well. Nice and easy. Now I've got my dough hook on my mixer. You can do this by hand if you want. I'm going to use my mixer because it's a little bit easier for me, of course. We're going to mix that up into a dough like we've done right there. I've got a bowl already put aside, just a little bit of olive oil in the bottom, and that's just to stop our dough from sticking. I'm going to transfer that dough straight in on top like that. Very, very easy, isn't it? Okay, that goes all straight in. Now, what I've found recently is I've been able to find another type of flour that I can make this with, and it tastes amazing. Now, that particular dough was actually made using a Tipo or a wholemeal bread flour. Now, here I've got the plain white flour, and again, same quantities of sugar, salt, and olive oil. That can all go straight in, and yeast, of course, so 7 grams of yeast. That can go straight in again, and we're going to use that other 7-gram packet with the 1 cup of flour. That's going to go straight in over the top as well, and we're simply just going to once again use the dough hook and mix all that through into a nice dough. Now, using a mixer like this does make it really, really easy. It's something that I've actually found I have to do now because I can't use my hands that well. If you're not a follower of this channel, yes, I do have MS, and my hands are slowly starting to not work anymore, unfortunately. So the mixer like this, yes, it's a big investment, but absolutely worth it. I'm going to do exactly the same as we did with the first one. A little bit of oil in the bottom of the bowl, just like that. We're going to transfer any dough that might be on the hook, any dough that we've got in the bowl. I'm just going to put all of that straight in on top. Okay, very, very simple. I'm going to cover that dough with a nice clean tea towel. You could actually use cling wrap if you want to, and put that in a really nice warm place. I'm going to let that sit until we're ready for it. It can sit for an hour, 2 hours, no problem. Alright, here I've got some turkey mince, and I'm going to give this a really good seasoning with some mixed Italian herbs. That can go straight in. If you want to use different herbs, you can. A real heavy dose of some garlic powder, right, and a good dose of onion powder as well. You can use fresh if you want, but your meatballs are going to end up with little chunks in there. A little bit of smoked paprika, just for a little bit of a funky extra flavour. Some salt, that can go straight in as well. The turkey mince can actually handle a fair bit of salt. So I'm going to mix up some white pepper. That can go straight in as well. That's going to give it a nice little bit of heat to our meatballs. Really nice and easy. And I might even put in some ground black pepper as well. That can all go straight in just like that. And if you haven't tried making your own meatballs before, you don't know what you're missing. It is so easy to do. Just for a little bit more of Italiano, I'm going to add in some tomato paste concentrate, 2 tablespoons worth. That can go straight in. Give that a really, really good mix up. Now, as you can see, I've got the gloves on. That means I'm going to be using my hands just to get everything really nice and mixed. Right, get yourself an ice cream scoop, a nice small one like that. Put a little scoop of that mixture straight onto your hands. and there you go. That's how well I make my meatballs. Really nice and easy way to do it, and using the ice cream scoop, everything will stay the same size, and that is exactly what we want. We want all of our little meatballs to be exactly the same size, or as close to it as we possibly can. It's on a little bit of baking paper there. Now for once I'm actually going to fry these meatballs off. I'm not going to do like I normally do, which is use the oven. By doing them on the with a little bit of oil like this and frying them off, they will stay just a little bit juicier, and we won't lose any moisture that is in those meatballs at all. It'll all go straight back into the same dish. Alright, so I'm just going to simply put those in. I'm going to cook those through until they are done. It's going to take you around about anywhere between sort of 8 to 10 minutes. Now one thing you will notice is the tomato paste will cause these to burn a little bit. I've only got that on quite a low medium heat, about a 40% setting for a better word. So just keep turning those around until they are done. It won't take you too long at all. Right. You can even do these on the barbecue if you wanted to for a different flavour. A little bit of olive oil in a couple of roasting pans like that, and now we can start putting our dough straight in. As you can see, this dough is a little bit on the sticky side, and that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. This will work out in the end, and you will end up with a really nice spongy focaccia base for this dish. Okay, so just get your hands in there, get it all spread out towards the edges if you possibly can. It will find its own level to a certain extent, but really easy to do this, and the olive oil in there will sort of stop that dough from sticking to your fingers too much. Alright, try and make sure you get some nice little unevenness and some little indentations in there. It just really gives you somewhere to put your meatballs and other toppings that you're going to put in. Alright, so here I've got my meatballs. I've cut those in half and just put them randomly anywhere you want on your focaccia. Now oven again setting 180 degrees, the magic number. The fresh tomato that can go straight in. Right, you could even use cherry tomatoes. I've done that in the past. I think there's a video on the channel with that. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of some cheese on there, just a little bit of either tasty or even shredded mozzarella that I've had left over from another dish. Alright, I'll try and keep this stuff in the fridge at all times. Now, B1, some Parmesan or Pecorino cheese, finely shaved or finely grated like that. Just dance that across the top, just like that. And as you can see on the left hand side one towards the bottom, I've also added in some sliced black olives. Alright, around about 20 to 30 minutes later, out comes your focaccia, absolutely perfect like that. This is a really good dish that you can serve up at a party, or just even take it for lunch the next day. It's one of these really versatile types of dishes that you can make up without a lot of fuss. Okay, love to see you try and make this one at home. Thank you so much for watching this video, really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button, gives me confidence, should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We're trying to get known to KP's Kingdom out there. Hey, leave a comment, I love reading, love responding to them. Hit that notifications bell so you'll be notified every time a new video goes up. More importantly, you want to learn how to make some nice little fast food like this, well, you need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button, you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I'm off to eat my meatball focaccia, and I will catch you next time. Bye!